All right, y'all. Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. So we've got a question today, and check with your state laws about this first and foremost, because it may be different. But in my state, the state of Maryland, we're not required, nor does a MHIC license cover power washing. Sorry, the window was slightly open. So we do not have MHIC. We're fully insured, got all that stuff, workers' comp, GL, all those things. And if the state ever does require us to be MHIC, we'll get that. So the question, and if your state doesn't require a home improvement license for power washing, gutter cleaning, that stuff, because we're technically not improving, we are not making physical or permanent changes to the structure itself. Again, verify all this stuff in your own state, but this is just a good bit of advice. When clients ask you as a power washer, as a gutter cleaner, hey, can you switch out these light bulbs in my spotlight for me? Can you fix that section of gutter? Can you replace this deck board? Can you resecure these gutters for me? Or frankly, even painting. There comes a very fine line on when you would cross that line into being covered by or being under the MHIC coverage at that point. And what I mean there is that you don't want to get beyond what you're there for, what your bread and butter is, what your main focus and what you're supposed to be doing, which is washing houses, cleaning gutters. That's where people run into potential issues. And I want to relate this real quick to medical malpractice, especially when it comes to nurses. A wise nurse once told us, she was saying that the problem and where so many malpractice lawsuits originate is when people are acting outside of their purview. Basically, if you are a nurse for particular specialty, just because you're a smart person, just because you have a medical background, does not mean that all of a sudden you can take and go beyond what your specific training is. That's when they look at it and say, well, you're not an expert at this, you shouldn't be doing this, that's why you're in trouble. So with power washing and doing a trim repair or gutter repair or whatever, we try to keep it very, very minimal. Quite frankly, maybe 2-3 times a month that we're doing something besides our main services, which are under the normal regulations that we follow. If somebody needs a deck board or 2 deck boards replaced, we'll do that. Serving our client, usually not anywhere near as profitable when we do that. But if they need 3, 4, 5 boards replaced, that's getting into straight up MHIC. I'm not gonna go down that thing. That's where you find people to refer that work to. Same thing with guys. If you fry an electrical outlet, you absolutely want to have a licensed electrician on file to be able to go ahead and send over there and get it taken care of. We had one happen this week. Guys went out, sprayed literally the whole house, get to like the last 5%, literally like the last 5 or 10 feet of this house, and right then got enough, soap or whatever, got down into this really old outlet. There's an old metal clasp style, and it started smoking. A little bit of flame came out. So fortunately, we've got an electrician that we have done work with. They've done work at our shop. They're actually currently doing some work for us in our shop. So we're able to send them over there. The customer was like, oh, it's okay, we know it's an old outlet, blah, blah. Definitely was not up to code. We're covered in many ways on that, and certainly take pictures in situations like that. I'm getting a little bit further away from what my original point was with this, but don't say, well, hey, I'm a handy guy, I can swap out an electrical outlet. No, do not do that, because if you screw something up, then you're really in trouble. you're in trouble because now you've caused an issue with the homeowner's policy and you've acted outside of what your regulations or licensing are. And then you can just open up yourself to all kinds of additional liability, and your insurance is definitely not going to be on your side in that situation. So I hope that helps, guys. See ya.